Damn, how we both got our same quarterback, though.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Q26, Q26.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
I hate when they let somebody.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, Sue. 56. Stay with your man. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got it complete to Rodgers. 7 yards to pick up.
Rodgers to Rodgers.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking right sideline, that's complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry for James Conner. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown!
Okay,
Packers.
B. With the no
A
glove.
7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
No glove, no love.
An ideal
Shit,
start for
so
them, really.
love.
You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on
DJ,
the
you playing
sideline
break
from the head
point?
coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this
far
is
are you?
how we prepare. Force the punt, go
Not far
downfield
at
and
all.
score.
Let
I
me
told
ball
you
30
guys,
dollars.
it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
I can't buy single games by myself anymore, man. Five kids.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I do take longs, though.
This fielded at the 2. They'll take this up past the
We
20
bought
and down
30,000.
at the
I get
22-yard
back to you
line.
on 30,000. This nigga laugh. Steven A.
San
Smith.
Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got
Hey,
a
bro, did y'all
couple here,
beat San
2nd
Fran
and 8.
today?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you, man.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3
I needed
yards
y'all to
there,
be
and it
San
also brings
Fran,
up
bro.
3rd down.
We play San. Oh my
The
God.
second straight punt to start the game
They
is
are for
looming
real,
as they
huh?
come up 3rd and 10.
I know y'all ain't no goddamn slouch.
Looking from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the
Y'all ain't no
backfield.
slouches, so I
And
know
he
they
takes us
can do it.
beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
They put the Redskins and the Panthers next. It's cool. 'Cause we
Line
like
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't know if the new niggas don't like that shit.
It's Barkley on the counter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That pass there complete to Westbrook. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. D.D.
Jump
Westbrook,
mistake.
59 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Oh, they still playing. It's West Coast time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Julius Boosler.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Did my nigga post his game film yet? Yes, it is. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's caught, Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He said Tyler.
Tampa Bay in the period-colored zone, and the Kaiser who would cut their deficit to 3. Here we go.
These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
The Texans would enter the Vermello zone. Rosetta Stone Galatian, motherfucker. As from North Carolina, Duke Johnson goes into the end zone. The Texans cut their deficit. Welcome back to the barbecue. Kirk family member Cousins looking to go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free.
Hey, TJ, why this nigga say the game versus the Redskins and the Dolphins is sponsored by Glad?
Here we go. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
O'Donnell, he's on the punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Back overseas we go. Kyle Allen would look towards his left, dump it off to Blue Eyes right privilege. Give me your ankles, he tell one
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. It's a second down run with Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Husky, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game. And they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The drive will start with Connor. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he fires
Come
one that's intercepted.
bro.
Picked off by
This
Quadro
shit is
Diggs.
ridiculous.
And his
Aaron
guys
Rodgers
will
is
take
not
over
that
at the
inaccurate.
25-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Jack Doyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. This is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Marcus Mariota got benched today?
From the 30. Saquon Barkley running
Bro,
right.
Marcus Mariota got beat.
Still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, Jordan Lewis.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Finally activated his strip lock powers for the first time on the season for an Atlanta Falcons touchdown.
Left guard defense. Left guard defense.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Stop playing with me,
And
nigga.
he
What
is
the fuck about
met in
Saquon
his
Barkley?
tracks behind the line of
I don't know
scrimmage.
game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Another Panthers touchdown. But Jameis Crablegs Winston would waste little time marching back.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
You mean to tell me when they smile, it looks like they've been eating a bunch of butterfingers? Much like a lesbian trying penis for the very first time, they couldn't handle the balls.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Through his hands.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Matt Bryant lines up for the extra point. The kick in.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Looking at themselves like Spider-Man. Matt Bryant.
Turn it back on, please.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This goes out right to Doyle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And totaled 6 turnovers, all in an
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any
extended to Kenyon. I only watched the grassy for the murder of Drake. He would drop the ball. What happened to his hand? For the
What the fuck is he doing, bro?
Buccaneers.
Why niggas be, bro? Come on, bro.
Buccaneers Jaguars, Bengals, Browns, Eagles, Chiefs, Falcons, Rams, Titans, and Cowboys. Take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train.
Why aren't you following me?
Bro, it should be illegal to pause the motherfucking game for a long period of time.
Enough from the clown.
So, Susie, why don't we treat this massage like a Disney movie? How about a happy ending?
Why aren't you following me? Why haven't you subscribed already?
Hey.
You don't hear this shit?
PJ.
I'm hilarious.
Yo.
4th and 2 and tighten up, you allowed to go for it, right?
I don't fucking know. Maybe. On the opponent's side of the field, I think? I don't know. I really don't know.
Quarterback, no matter the situation in there, the
Nah, bitch, now we gonna wait.
USA single mom, that means a ton.
Y'all feel it? Hey, feel the vibe. Live in the moment. Y'all like this? It's still good. Let's go. Bring that up. Hey, get the hands about playing as long as you can. As hard as you can. And don't worry about it. Trust the man next to you. We're gonna do this tonight. Let's go. Take over the game. You get a chance to get out there and make an impact, you make it.
Landry's got it. Brought down by Richard Sherman.
That's a route. Respect the love, bro. Hey, that jersey, man. Yeah, you know it. Yep. Last time you ducked me, dog. Oh, my bad. That's on me.
Baker will throw off the sideline. It is caught. Inbounds or not? I think you got it. Got the catch there.
No.
You may want to throw a flag. Kyle already does.
Why y'all niggas challenge that? Why you niggas challenge it? Middle, man. I'm not sure about it. That's easy and complete.
After reviewing the play, here's an incomplete pass. As soon as you get done with this, you got to work with it.
Right. That's what I'm trying to get involved. My bad, Cal. I shouldn't have been that hard. It ain't always gonna be perfect. Football is an imperfect game.
Green at the second level. They go.
We might get it back to you. Stay ready. Oh, I like that.
Richard Sherman one-on-one with Odell Beckham Jr. One-on-one against Richard Sherman. He flat out dropped the ball. He's got the best day in the league.
Odell gave me that dot. Just sit inside. He coming back to me.
Sherman just does a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes.
defense won the battle. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
You draw Porker. Dude. He's checking. Crash. Mike, check. 59.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
You niggas whack.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Get wide. 21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot.
What the fuck, bro? Why is he...
Picked up by Gary and Conley.
No, bro.
And a big turnover
Why is
there
Aaron
as his guys will get the
Rodgers
football
every
back.
single fucking receiver?
I tell you, Brandon,
bro.
it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception
play
of the
on the
game.
game with
And
this
so
nigga,
much
bro.
of playing
They
defense in the
literally
NFL,
fuck this nigga
especially when it comes to
every
defending the
fucking
pass,
week.
is all about positioning and technique.
Tom Brady
And this is
everything.
fantastic work on both fronts there.
And this will leave him a yard
Drew
short.
Brees, all them
Nice
motherfuckers
pickup
that
of
they
9
just
yards
did.
on 1st down.
Patrick Mahomes, all
I
that
always
shit,
laugh when
bro.
people say, what's the toughest route to defend?
the fuck is
And I'm
wrong
like,
with Aaron
any of
Rodgers?
them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, G, get up.
Garoppolo. Complete to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got
Oh my
hit and
God,
lost
with
it.
this
And this is
fake
gonna
ass.
result
Did
in
they fix
another
that
first
shit
down
again,
as the
bro?
tackle's
Oh
made
my
at the Packers'
God, bro. Stop
29-yard
nerfing
line.
shit.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd, 28 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Inside. Watch the whip.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
2nd and 5.
But this game is taking forever, bro.
Let's get that ball, man. Inside. Bravo.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they got the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait,
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go,
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's make these babies proud.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This nigga thought catching Zay Jones like he
Here we
was
go.
Julio.
Watch my boy. Watch the run. They're running it.
On first down, Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the 16, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Switch.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Complete to Washington. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, come on,
Rodgers to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that's touchdown, Packers! From 6 yards away. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Bailey now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Packers 24, 49ers 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back for pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? Do you see the coaches signaling? All the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 38, 49ers 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The tackle made back at his own.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hurd. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.